Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. You are listening to a calm, clear, and responsible news voice, bringing you verified developments from Pattaya, Chonburi, and surrounding areas of eastern Thailand. Please take a moment, relax, and allow us to guide you through today's important local events, stories that reflect public safety, legal enforcement, tourism challenges, and serious incidents that unfolded during the busy New Year period. We begin in Chonburi Province, where local authorities have taken decisive action against an illegal seaside development that raised environmental, legal, and public safety concerns. In Ang Sila municipality, officials ordered the immediate shutdown of a luxury pool villa after confirming that parts of the structure had been built unlawfully into the sea. The closure order was issued on the 30th of December, following multiple complaints from residents who questioned the legality of the construction. A site inspection conducted by municipal officials confirmed that the building had been altered and expanded without proper authorization, violating building control regulations and marine protection laws. As a result, authorities posted a formal notice prohibiting any use of the property, effectively halting its operation during the New Year holiday period. The villa, which had been heavily promoted online as an exclusive beachfront retreat, had already begun accepting bookings and deposits, with nightly rates reportedly reaching between 10 and 12,000 baht. Officials explained that the property was originally used as a jellyfish processing facility, later converted into a restaurant, before being extended again into a private pool villa. This raised serious concerns, not only about environmental encroachment, but also about structural integrity, as the original foundation may not have been designed to support the added weight. Municipal leaders stated that the operator has been given 30 days to submit proper documentation and bring the site into full legal compliance. If no corrective action is taken within that timeframe, criminal proceedings may follow. Authorities emphasized that the action was taken to protect the coastal environment of Ang Sila, an area of historical and cultural significance. The site is located near landmarks historically associated with royal visits during the reign of King Rama V, further increasing public concern over unauthorized development. From coastal enforcement, we move now to a deeply disturbing act of violence that shocked residents in another part of Chonburi. In the early hours of New Year's Eve, a deadly shooting at a petrol station in Bo Tong district left 2 people dead and 1 person critically injured. Police were called to the scene shortly after 1:30 in the morning, where gunfire had erupted in the forecourt area near a coffee shop. Officers found a man in his early 30s dead at the scene, with a handgun discovered nearby, along with multiple spent shell casings. Inside a parked vehicle, police discovered the body of a woman who was pronounced dead at the scene. A third individual, a man in his early 30s, was found suffering from severe gunshot wounds to the head and arm and was rushed to hospital in critical condition. Doctors later confirmed that he remained in a coma under close medical supervision. Initial investigations indicated that the shooting was driven by intense emotional distress following a relationship breakdown. According to witness testimony, the gunman unexpectedly encountered his former partner at the petrol station, sitting inside a car with another man. Moments later, he reportedly opened fire before turning the weapon on himself. Police cordoned off the area while forensic teams collected evidence and documented the scene. Authorities are now focused on reconstructing the sequence of events and verifying the legal status of the firearm used in the incident. The tragedy has left the local community shaken and renewed discussions around emotional distress, relationship conflict, and access to firearms. From violent crime, we turn now to a major disruption that affected tourism in Pattaya during one of the busiest travel periods of the year. More than 100 tourists were left stranded and frustrated after being unable to check in at a Pattaya hotel on New Year's Eve. The incident occurred on the afternoon of December 31st, when guests arrived with confirmed reservations only to be told that no rooms were available. Confusion quickly spread through the hotel lobby as both Thai and international tourists demanded explanations. Preliminary findings revealed that the issue was caused by a technical failure within a popular online booking platform. The system reportedly failed to update room availability, allowing multiple guests to book the same rooms simultaneously. As a result, confirmed bookings far exceeded the hotel's actual capacity. Hotel staff worked to calm the situation while attempting to arrange alternative accommodation at nearby properties. Some guests chose to cancel their bookings and search independently for rooms elsewhere in Pattaya, while others remained at the hotel awaiting refunds. Several affected tourists expressed deep disappointment, explaining that they had traveled specifically to Pattaya for New Year's celebrations. Instead, they spent hours dealing with uncertainty and accommodation issues. Hotel representatives later confirmed that affected guests would receive refunds through the booking platform or be relocated to alternative hotels when possible. The incident highlighted the heavy reliance on digital booking systems, especially during peak holiday travel periods, and the serious consequences when those systems fail. Finally, today, we return to Pattaya, where police arrested a foreign tourist following an alleged assault on a motorcycle taxi rider. The incident occurred shortly before 4 in the morning in front of Walking Street, one of the city's busiest nightlife areas. Rescue workers and police were dispatched after reports that a rider had been physically attacked by a passenger. The injured rider, a 26-year-old man working through a ride-hailing application, suffered a deep wound beneath his lower lip. He received first aid at the scene before being taken for further medical treatment. Police detained a 35-year-old British national at the location after witnesses prevented him from fleeing the scene. According to the rider's statement, the dispute began after the passenger insisted on paying by credit card, which the rider said he could not accept. Despite repeated apologies, the situation escalated and the rider was struck multiple times in the face. Bystanders intervened quickly, restraining the suspect until officers arrived. Both parties were taken to the police station for questioning as investigators work to determine appropriate legal charges. Authorities emphasized that disputes over payment methods do not justify violence and that all incidents will be handled in accordance with the law. As Pattaya continues to welcome large numbers of visitors during peak holiday periods, police have reiterated calls for patience, respect, and lawful conduct. These were the latest verified developments from Pattaya and Chonburi. Thank you for taking the time to stay informed with us today. We appreciate you watching and listening. Stay safe, stay aware, and we look forward to bringing you further updates soon.